Welcome back, y'all. My name is AJ, and I'm here to yap about Final Fantasy XIV, Stormblood. I am once again joined by my co-host, Hazel. Say hello to the people, Hazel. Hi. Yay, a normal intro. Last time, we got properly introduced to the little port city of Kugane here in Hinagashi. We was able to find Gosetsu after a run-in with some imperials and some, policemen. And now, we are going to be bracing the Ruby Sea to properly explore the continent of Orserd. So, you ready, bestie? Yeah, let's go. I know Alfredo can hold his own as a fight, but he's plenty better suited to more cerebral tasks. Surely I'm not alone in thinking that. I think you're just a little worried about your brother. This one's much smaller than Misery. A lot smaller. Ah, Kujin Captain! Fine choice. Only Confederate sailors rival their knowledge and skill. I've been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations completed, my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. If you insist, with me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits. Orserd, the Ruby Sea. What is this? Gonna be like a Wind Waker map? Do we get to sail a boat? That'd be neat.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
What the fuck is that? I can't even see the top! That volcano looks like it has a face.
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
What is that? I can't even see. Is that the top? What is that? That's heaven on high? Hey look, we're wearing the same clothes. Legion Traveler, what are you doing here? Look across the Kugane. You need to go further east. What's this place? This is Ruby Price, an Guardian bastion erected in the Bakufu in the middle of the Ruby Sea. When an enemy ship draws near, we fire upon them, but nothing but burning planks remain. Palace of the Dead was fun. Ah, it's the next Mementos dungeon. Take extra precautions when doing so. However, we are stationed very close to the trading port Kugane. They want to mistakenly open fire commercial, otherwise friendly vessels. Sure, we're not can do waging war upon we've been an allied or neutral nation. I hail from Koshu, the largest of many islands that make up our great nation. Next few years, I'll be serving this poor and do whatever required me to fulfill my duty. Oh my goodness. So, okay, the Ruby Sea is one entire area. Right? Okay. Okay, oh wow, this is big. This is a big place. Somewhere out there across the water is Yugiri and Gosetsu's homeland. What's left of it, anyway. We'll betide any enemy foolish enough to attack by sea. Now, the Guardians to bring their airships, on the other hand. The Hingans built this island as a bulwark against invasion, filled with enough cannons to stick an armada. How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise, adventure, and treasures. Many wonderful treasures. Eastern destination is now accessible. The Ruby Prize. Destination unknown. Does that get me a new title? Asian Traveler. What are you talking about? Where are you? Ikaruga! shut the fuck up! Yeah. The final boss of Sonic Frontiers, I know. We've been given strict orders to monitor all foreign vessels passing through this area. As more attacks in the Sound Edition, we must concern the Confederates. One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea, as Soroban well knows. Now, in order to reach the shores of the Orsard, you need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To step forth without making the necessary preparations to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel. Your life, should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by playing the Ruby Tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the Pirate Lords. So, let us go and greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west. It's not very far to meet, Venus. Why don't we jump in for a swim? I've had my fill for our boats. I'm a terrible swimmer, Lise. I'll catch you. Oh. Next idea, I should find the water to your liking. Use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. You're lucky you're cute. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, Hazel, it's so big. It's so big. There's Beastman tribes over there. It's so big. Anything fun? Scrutinize their flags and ascertain the enemy vessel before firing on them. Whatever you do not sink an allied ship or allow unfriendly one passage. Eyes of a hawk. It's both a blessing and a curse. On the other hand, I can see everything. On the other hand, I can see everything. You know what? I need some eyes in the sky. Follow me, my Umineko. Also, move to keep the cannon in working order. Let's clean and polish them regularly. Even the corrosive winds will cause them to fall in disrepair. If the seagull is gully, then you will be Neko-y. Umi. Fine, you're just Umi. Okay. I guess we're going for a swim, right? Hey, girl. Right, this should be easy. A good way to loosen up for the next fight whenever it comes. 20 gil says I beat you there. Hey, wait! You got a head start! That's not fair! Please, come back! I don't have that much skill in the first place! Oh. Now I smell like fish. Not that I have anything against occasional dip in the ocean, but to dive in as on a whim is a bit... Oh, what spurred you to delight this simple joy so readily? Not bad. We'll call it a draw. Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one we must speak is a man named Tansui. Makoto! Girl, I can't believe it. I put my eyes off of you for 5 seconds. You alright? Takami, it really is you. I have no idea how to thank you, Venus. Caught wind of a secret insurgent meeting, came here to hope and learn something of their plans. But they were the ones who knew of ours. They were expecting us and laid a trap before we knew that was happening. We Hinagans live by a rigid caste system, whereas once standing society is inherited rather than earned. My comrade, he hails from the poor farming village. His family grew scarcely enough to pay their lords his dues, and all he could do to not starve. In order to escape the shackles of his birth, he sought a new life in Kugane, a more progressive district, where a man may yet rise above his station. He became a samurai in hopes that he might one day have the power to bring about change. Change to an irrational system that holds people hostage to their birth. Souls such as him make up the Sekusugumi, those raised with a plow in hand and not a blade. Not among us born in the samurai family. Our ragtag band gathered from the lower rungs of society. Disparate origins, we are patriots all. Gosetsu and his cohorts too claim to be patriots. Bring about their change, you would soon see our nation razed to the ground. As with any nation, Hinagashi is not free from problems. Far from it, but should the Bakufu be toppled, the great lords that rise against each other in the bid for power and be transformed into a battlefield, another age of blood would begin. Prevent this to protect the peace. Gosetsu must not allow it to succeed, no matter the cost. Forgive me, now is not the time to hold forth all my passions. I shall bear my comrade back to barracks. Please join me there when you have the chance. Oh, good thing I came when we did. Welcome to Sakasugi, arguably the most important Confederate outpost. We are very clear of the Ruby Sea entirely. Welcome, he says, have a look for yourself if you don't believe me. Okay, well, he was nice. God. Is that even the top, or can I not even see the top? Another day, perhaps. You're no pirate. Who the hell? Well, whoever you are, hope a good reason to be here. What kind of place is this? This is Sakasugi, one of the Confederacy's main outposts. From here, we're separated coming going ships and collect the ruby tithe from all of those passed this way. The river sites dedicate surveillance neighboring waters is one thing and sets this one apart. This is where founding member organization for storing hands and toast to the future. That is why we call this island Sakasugi. Or quite literally, the goblet. Even now the tradition carry on. They bring on new recruits here that have treasure and can thus be truly united. You can join up, I would have it recommended with the higher-ups. If you're a former member of the Confederacy, 15 years passed since I joined. While I complain myself an indispensable part of the organization, I am pretty important. One of the main lookouts. Day in, day out, I expect to see make sure all ships past through have paid their dues. Not exactly the most thrilling work. I lost count of the number of times I fell asleep on duty. Today is so boring, you'll find yourself wishing someone would have paid the ruby tithe. Not that I ever have, mind you. Friends who wants a lot of them to keep on the day you die. So monitoring the ships and looking close on the activity in Hell's Lid. Hell's Lid! I guess that's the fitting name for that little volcanic entity right there. This one is Tansui. Come. Introduce yourselves. Ugh, my clothes are mostly dry, but they're still clingy. Still no regrets, right, Venus? Right? What? Yeah, no. You are as subtle as a brick. You should see your brother. I wonder, Lominsi and pirates have been done the same things like but surely pirates the opposite side of the world would use different expressions. Or avuru, perhaps? Or ow, or ooh. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Domo's position in the Confederacy can be exercised as a guard acceptance. They're pirate side, but adhere to the code and the sibling force in the Ruby Sea. Oh, he has a bow staff. You have the advantage of me. Alright, we're just looking to get past so we can go kick the Empire's ass. Most honorable esteemed Venus Arno, I am Tansui, a humble mate who serves the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. That's the company of a shellback. I presume we have business to discuss. Level up! You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes, with your gil, perhaps? Just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage. Oh, sorry. Does the sum meet with your satisfaction? Sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you are to reach your destination safely, unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price as do all. Ah, yes, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugane, I should think that me tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and cautious trick of our waters and our custom. The whole party sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, you gotta come quickly. The bastards are at it again. Tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I'll be there shortly. Proposition. Your comrade struck me as a worthwhile investment. I'm not here men name me a cat before Koban, so I consider this I've paid what they've done, but what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to think of that man, but in matter of the time is settled, for now. Who's that he and the other pirate were talking about? Might we have go on and have a look? Gee. Oh, we're used to this kind of thing, so don't worry. The crab pots. The lid. Stench hours, doesn't matter. Does the battle seem different here? Nope, still the same. You coming? Bestie? Walk on foot with me. Ooh, to the southeast, huh? Put Eden away. It's the wrong expansion. Literal lava crabs, huh? Oh, I've seen stranger things. It'd actually be in my vested interest to go get that first. Where is it? Is it around this? The south? Ugh. Thank you. Alright, back to the plot. Agni. That's fire in Sanskrit. My mother's cooking something. Sounds good, whatever it is. I'm not certain this is a wise idea. I've wasted some time, so... You know what this is all about? That's Yotsuyu over there, isn't it? What is he doing over there? Yeah.
Gentlemen, I'm told you are most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the viceroy, by all means, fire upon an imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Gallian Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
Yeah.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
Just leave at least.
Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
She's here?
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Hey, let's not be too hasty.
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
Still a little bit sore from what happened with Xenos, and Xenos trusts her, then... Ugh. And by sore, I mean both emotionally sore and still physically sore by the ass-kicking I got. Doma's one of many promises under Imperial control, with people have so many ways to cope with the bitter reality. You don't care what happened to Doma? I can't... I refuse to believe that! At least I love your heart and spirit, but these are not exactly the most honorable men in the first place. What are we waiting for? Come on, come! Soroban couldn't have gone far! Now I think of it, this passing stranger left without warning. Did not wish to see by his Kojin brethren. That he leave us behind, but nonetheless be prudent to return to his ship, at least to the Confederate encampment. Let's go. Come on, don't you want to enjoy a nice walk and swim with Bestie? What is that? No, I didn't. Walk, as in you walk with me. No, I don't want it smelling like wet. Yeah. There's only rubies here, not diamonds, so don't come looking at me. Guys, see what I have to deal with every day of my life. Flying shark. How are the sharks flying? I can ask. Told you not to abandon us. Oh good, he's still here. Sure, yes, we have facade behavior, as I should look very much like the heathen. Trust requires honesty. No, my friends, without a pardon, for your guests, I was reluctant being accompanied by my red brothers. Or is a complex relationship. Pretty much the actions are a reflection of allegiance as a whole. You understand. Comedy be praised? Too often our shell is quick to judge all the Kojins for the deeds of one. Right then, now best move that new sea is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I heard you like boots. I heard you like fashion. Do I? Ooh, ooh. I like these. Thank you. I suppose that'll suffice for now. Ah, told you. So we can leave for Orsard, right? Bend with the wind. To return to ship and prepare for our departure. May remain business to conduct with the pirates here. I pray you do so now. Otherwise, Venus, would you kindly inform the Confederates of our plan? The more they move our movements, the less like mistaken for the vessel by their comrades. To bend with the wind. Hey, look at that! Some side quests. One of them's blue. Price of betrayal. Yes, you. Do you know the Ruby Price? The fortress in the middle of the Ruby Sea that Bakufu soldiers surrender others? Today we found one man still waiting on the ship. We confiscated a bit coaxing under hitting treatment with the Kojin Bathysphere. It seems he could avoid me. Where's someone else? It is time to compensate us. Should I sell Ruby Price? However, it's less than the range for making halfway. Have you seen on my set, man? Ikuruga there. He's trying to figure out how our captain superior is. Well, it's a good thing you pointed out that Sega game. Bring me 3 flying shark livers. You can find them in the northern tip of this island. Got myself a last around 2 weeks in my old age, and anything fierce. That's a request forward for help. Alright. I'm gonna do some side quests, so, and then we'll cut back. And with that, we've done all the side quests in this area so far, so let's continue on. When each into the beach. Leaving us already? Let's see. Pay the tithe, like Tensui said, on his hand if you were to pursue our wares. If anything to your liking, I should be glad to sell it for you for a price. Your type of love and favor going in, so assuming he's not mistaken, no doubt you'll find a few odd jobs here. I already did. I helped you out. The Silent Hill F Writers' debut game was basically the original Doki Doki Literature Club, and it's still terrifying me 23 years later. Well, Hazel, do you agree with that assessment? What are we standing around for? Do you hear what the Tansui said? The viceroy must be stopped. Next up, Orsard and Doma. We're coming, Yugi. Do not fear the Confederacy. There's no telling what manner Imperial presence will find waiting for us. We must be careful. Spoken to Confederates above? Then excellent. If you're ready to depart, we may do so any time. All aboard. Be off. I should deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tansui said the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages. Did he not? Should our chance be the village in question, we should instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. It's safe to come ashore some distance away. Very well. I know just the place. Look at Alize ore farming there. We have the cover at night, at least. Long last, I am returned to my homeland. East Orsard coastline. Azim Step. Okay, so you just... okay. Let's cross all this for us. See to try to swim all the way here, at least this time. Have your bearings, and that can be difficult when you're on water. Here we are. I'm recently sent no more witness to our approach. This, I believe, fulfilled the terms of our agreement? Aye, that you have. You're my deepest thanks, Doraemon. Truly we're blessed to befriend such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you're too much kind, good sir. Now where our path may lead, I wish the very best and hope that we shall meet again. Gee. Oh, it is contagious. We finally arrived in Orsard. All we need to do is, liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look, taunting as it is, we have one thing in our favor. The element surprise. Unlike Garabania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Really, that might be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doma and Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before that, we need to see if this fishing village Tatsumi was talking about. I will be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. Doing all this business at night. Awful timing.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Hi!
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans, Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
The big elf that I've bashed twice? Yep.
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doma.
What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Can't. Not now. We'll just shoot everyone else there.
She's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
No, don't go, Gosetsu. Take me instead.
As a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise.
or the wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
Gilly would kill you if you died while in captivity. Just keep that in mind.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
I like her already.
Enough!
But
Yotsuyu!
Yeah, I was saying, Gosetsu, put a little more haste in your step.
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
They call her a witch, right? A witch that's smoking a pipe? Doesn't she remind you of someone we know? Why do I have the sense that she reminds me of someone I know? Hazel, what happens if I found the golden witch that killed my family? What are you doing all the way over there, stupid? I'm working with some lore. I'm working on ideas. I would like to tell you the ideas I'm working on, but unfortunately, for me to tell you that, you would need to beat Umi Neko! You heard him. Let's go. He as much as you, maybe even more. Before my being was crying out to intervene, but it's done is done. Gosetsu's gambles gives us the time we need to find a solution. Bait us to secret aid in distant tower. If I want a better idea, I say we do that. Taking care to avoid the Imperials. You damn fool. Heaven on high. And she's been viceroy. Well, she's been part of the Imperials for 25 years, right? So the chance that rumor would have spread to her, even to Eorzea, if you know the right people. The Witch of Doma. Right? That would be a logical idea. At arm's length. I said I'm keeping the alligator at arm's length. Right, this is not like the Reach. This is worse. They would defend. Arm's length! No. Evaded the patrol so far. is that tower anyway? Never seen anything like it. According to my map, we're in Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High. Mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me. Starting to sound like Alf, you know. Next thing I'll be saying, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't easier too, was it? No, it's probably the Floridan swamp cat. Oh no, it's... Calm down, we have nothing to do. What am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably no. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength ready and give chase. You too, Venus. Shit, there you guys are. Ready to take us to the surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Well, anyway, it's safe to assume that people at the tower know defend themselves. They at least share an eye on these things. Now we need to convince them to help us. Hey, we come in peace. Fred's headquarters looking at and saying the places. Let's go. So that's the way of it. Oh, there's a settlement here! They even got their own Easter egg. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tonsui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. I found some boots on the way here. You know me so well. Second sign has to be them. Ooh, Eastern Bow. Seems to be found Confederate settlement. Perhaps their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu base seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The self-same Confederacy that used to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, unlikely to ask for the tithe. Behave while we're here, Hazel. Got it? I don't need you upsetting the pirates. It's ready to retire system guys they have. Who's very close nearby. Gahahaha. What? There's appraisers all over here? Hey, Tensui. That should make things easier. Look who I found! Brings you here, his of all places. We're not bound for Orchard Shores. Yeah, Gosetsu and I run into Yotsuyu. So, yeah. I see. Trust you enough to our previous conversation subject? No? Then do what you want with a second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I'll take you to Captain Rasho. Just like that! An audience to the leader. Very accommodating. We need to choose our words carefully. You leave it to me! I've always been good with people. So give me a chance to use the East ingredients you showed me in Reverend Stoll. Siga's all no Koro, the whole quarters of that capacity. Tower behind heaven and high. Found that because people have never seen the top of it now on the heavens. Some are probably least less present. That was how it got there, but according to ancient legend, it was built by the gods. Such Onokoro has regarded as holy ground. Many avoid joining near to silent fear, current direct wrath. To faint in, scratch center operations here, away from the manor well privatized. Let's see, Security Island is one of the strongest men here, often follows me to train my fresh recruits. You can fresh from walks of life. Some like me are from the mountains, others from the seas and big cities. None of the matters when you hear them. We'll really need to learn to work hard to find a way to get along. For the reason you solve to dispute with violence, you best prepare for face worse to death. Oh. That must mean it's right there. There it is. You wanna play Triple Triad? There are traitors among us. Second thought, maybe I should be the one to do this. It's never that simple. I'm a pirate. Is there anything like Caravalian? There might be. May have the gods have mercy on us at all. There he is, our illustrious leader. Speak, don't be shy. Hi, Venus Arno, warrior of light, savior of Ishgard. Nice to meet you. Greetings, you must be Russia, leader Confederacy, and so on. I realize this is a bit sudden, but the thing is, I have a little favor to ask. Oh god, I'm probably broken half a dozen rule of fire etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that. You understand we're in a hurry. I'm gonna stop talking now. Men who reserve manners and traditions can be found all the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Think your heart. Yeet. So you know that bad... that baddie with the Imperials? Gosetsu, former leader of rebellion. I know of him. Maybe you petition us for aid and succor, however, I do not know. Just repeating myself, to join the Confederacy surrounds all of the ties. We're beholden to none, allied with none. Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago. We did not rush to defense. Knowing this, you expect to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isari. The Garlands long maintained a presence in the region. We would be fools to break the peace, fragile as this. Besides, you're capable warriors, yes? Guile and preparation. You surely can resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret as long as possible. We'll engage the Imperial this time when endanger everything we came here to achieve. Tell us why you cannot fight. Not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me as life save, I will speak to you of slaughter. How many died the pretense as lost and Garlands declared war to the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will see no further aid. Thank you for hospitality. If you excuse us. The captain's word is final. Can't say I didn't warn you. All ties man and man must be renounced, without exception. If he's to find a place here, former lovers, bitter enemies alike will learn to bury their past, work side by side, or else can be cast down. How deep a man's hatred runs, he cannot let them dictate his actions. Good a confederacy takes precedence over all. Well, it is a luxury we can't afford. I like that saying. Which can surprise, I'm surprised. but I'm not. Hey, Venus, I know it didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must believe we can convince them to help us. Just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're the same mind. Just wonder if they refuse. We do not persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we know how to earn their trust. Gather information around Onokoro. Arms and armor and entirely displays no signs of recent use or maintenance. Tells me a little bit under-equipped for war. Plenty to eat by the look of it, but it's the same stuff. I wonder if they trade much with outsiders. I'm glad I'm just spending time with the girlies. How about Shido? Taking interest ship? Good eye. She's on my look now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture on board errant vessels. Larger ones, like the Sekubun, only take part in major engagements. Comparing those recently, with those imperial bastards throwing the weight around. What's with them? Well, no use money about what you can't change, eh? I get the feeling they want to finally just settle things with the Empire. Just need that final push. You know what I mean, Hazel? You know what I mean, Hazel? I'm providing insightful commentary on the video game. Creates a barrel stored here, but close spectrum, however, they're mostly empty. Put Ark away. Oh, Alize, any luck? Good look around. We just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. Just as Tansei said, no attention to standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you got a different impression. I think the situation is coming to a head. On the route. I agree. It's obvious they're struggling to survive, that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Doing nothing is inevitable to come to conflict with the Empire, sooner or later, and deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding it back at the moment is the belief they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove that we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. Better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance. Wouldn't be the first time we'd earn someone's trust by helping them with that, out this and that, and it won't be the last. Look around the rest of Nokoro. You two take the east. Good luck! By the way, Venus. Yay, fashion! You know I love my fashion. Ooh, I like the colors on this. Thank you, Alize! You're not in the email Eastern Bow. Alright, let's go help some people! I thought there was a railing there. I was mistaken. Don't be a strong, capable individual. Work for you, Westerner. You curry this as well. Reach to the west far as the carcass of the Guki, featherable barrels. I'm going to save this. I added butcher tail from me. Encourage your swords to meet. The beast was young. Don't be sorry for angry money born with his children. Oh. You make us sound like the bad guys when you say something like that. Dun 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 dun. Wait, what song is that? No, this part is the Stormblood motif, but before that was another motif I recognize. Come, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? New recruit from following shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Akuma below and receive medicine from the men of the earth. Then a quick escape here and happily snowman moaning his wretched fate. Quickly! Yes, ma'am. Come first, find ourselves under attack. So by heightening the security area, careful monitor all activity the water surrounding our island. Wanna play Triple Triad? Wanna play Triple Triad? Triple Triad! Woo-hoo-wee! Yahoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, there's someone in the Phoenix over there. Sup, Warrior of Light, Savior Ishgard to your service. Someone's flying a fucking construction truck over there. Bum 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 bum. What is that? What is that melody? What is that motif, Hazel? Bum 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 bum. Ba da da da. Ba da da da. Da 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 da. It's also part of the Stormblood theme. It's different from the ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Damn, look at the fucking literal long shadow this thing casts. Bro, what are you doing over there? Your superiors are looking for you. Hi, can you put the Ozma away? And don't get the yen out as a response before you do so, Miss Funny Girl. Now you can fight the big floating guy. Hey, you can get the bike out so you can ferry me to the next point real quick. Or you can get Bart's airship out. Bart's. I don't want to look at your stupid adventure plate. I want you to go right here. Now let's hope a little angry mama doesn't try to stab us. There you go. He was just looking out for Magali. It's arrow. Please take this off me. I'm starting to stink. Yeah. Why are you cat turning around, gift? Oh, he was Doman too. And he took his family's life. Intriguing. Very intriguing. Say what you want about the Dragoon backflip, at least it canceled fall damage. Ow, my shins! Ooh. Grilled turbot. Wait a second, how is that gift playing? I'm alt-tabbed out of Discord. That shouldn't be possible. What the fuck? How is that gift playing? Busy, haven't you? I'm asking his help, I mentioned it. Lately, you're trouble with sharks leaking out of the water make out fish. Damn distinct, but I know we went down if you saw it. Calling deceiving bastards regularly, but having to sit through my mates out there. Somebody I could kill too, so that'd be enough. Think about fish as bait. And yeah, I'm longer than I like. By the way, why did you post cat turn around gif? Damn, you showed that shark no mercy, didn't you? Ah. Hi, bestie. Here, rotting fish. Search for the industrious pirate. Taste my blade, bitch. You good, dude? Oh, call me brave and I'm going to come along. My partner's got supper with friend. Seen him, have you? Nope. Hey, for the country start chasing us, so you're asking for Doman. The Yotsuyu's catchers! I knew it. First he's sorry and now this. I gotta tell Rancho and the others. This may be favors to us in the end. What is that? Coral Banquet. Well, times like this, I do wish we had Alfiano's diplomacy skills. Something his more blunt sister lacks. I'm busy. How about... Oh no, you gotta look. What happened now? Ah, there, Venus. I heard you went shark hunting. Fair share of beast culling. I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout today, I'm told. Do you think that we've proven ourselves to be rather... I had a good feeling of something important to tell me. Suo's been sending her men to gather Domans. Cogent mercenaries running on Doman Confederates? Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. Go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny this changes everything. At least I should try to think he cannot. What is Yotsuyu thinking? Kidnapping Confederates? Chance I know they won't take this line down. Speak with Yasho immediately. Rasho. Let's get this over with, shall we? They're taking your dudes.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this.
It's not wrong.
They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy.
Ugh.
We endure. We survive. There is no better path.
They're just gonna look for an excuse eventually
Until
to blow
the day
you
our
up.
enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I think getting him angry might actually be
I have
the key.
one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is.
Yeah, it's kind of how we live
The
life.
question being, do you trust me?
Do you even need to ask?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
I've done things and seen things you wouldn't believe.
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on her own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome.
Are you gonna convince them to summon a
you help
primal?
us liberate Asari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
B. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Thank you for placing your faith in me. I managed to carry out a promise, ambitious as it is. Please? Please? Where'd you go? Bold claims and even bold promises. Be interested if you can see it lived up to them. Under the sea. So alone you will deal with the Kojin. Set its course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions of the Kojin. The mercenaries of the Empire belong to the red. And those are blue, the traitors. You haven't picked up imperials. They may be willing to aid your cause. The blue is Isles Becco. There you'll find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We should not endeavor not to keep you waiting overdue long for your sign. Right then. Let us head. Wait, where's Lise? We can't leave without her. Well, we will find out what Lise is doing next time as we take on the Kojin and probably fight a primal, considering they're beastmen. Am I getting the right sense for this, Hazel? Yeah, submarine gift. Any last words for the people? She ain't gonna stop the what does that mean? Until then, have a gay old time, y'all. Peace.